There's a buzz in Carver Hawkeye Arena in Iowa City. You look at Sanshiro Abe, the #2 seed at 126 pounds, but the crowd went wild when the #1 seed, Jeff Mcginness, the sophomore from Iowa, the 19-year-old who is 29-0 this year. He is on a roll, 2-0 against Abe this year.
This is going to be a great bout, Dave. Mcginness is very tough, hard-nosed, but Abe can shoot. He moves very, very well, and he said he needs to finish. He can get in on Mcginness, but he has a lot of problems trying to finish the hold like there, but does a great job. Rubber arms out, gets the first takedown.
Abe the early lead. He's 32-3. Two of those losses, as we mentioned, came to Mcginness, and now it's 2-1. But he beat Mcginness 3 times last year, so they know each other quite well. Abe the junior and Mcginness the sensational sophomore.
Quite often when two wrestlers go at each other that many times in a one-year period, they become more and more conservative simply because they know each other so well. But Abe really likes to mix it up and do a lot of things on his feet, particularly shoot. Jeff Mcginness is quite capable of doing the same thing, and there you see it. Gets an underhook, gets in tight to Abe's body. No points yet, but he's in a position to score. And there he gets it.
And he's got the lead, 3-1. A minute 56 left to go, first period, and the fans love it here. And this is an electric place. When Iowa does well, you can't hear yourself.
This is a crowd that appreciates wrestling, understands the sport of wrestling, nurtures it here in their high school programs, and obviously they've got the most dominant collegiate program in the last 15 years, actually 20 years.
When Mcginness gets on a roll, he gets on a roll. We mentioned 29-0 this year. How about in high school? He was a 4-time state champion who never lost. He was 172 and zip.
It's quite a record. Absolutely outstanding. And Dan Gable is able to recruit these kinds of athletes.
He gets the best. Gable, the legendary coach of Iowa, who you could say is the Babe Ruth of the game. You could also say he's the John Wooden or the Vince Lombardi. 13 national championships under his belt, now 14.
It just seems that Iowa and Oklahoma always go at each other. John Smith won 6 straight gold medals in world and Olympic competition, more than Dan Gable ever won. However, Gable has transcended the sport. The way he won the Olympic championship, he went undefeated until his final match of his senior year at these NCAA championships. And of course, as a coach now, absolutely tremendous. Great for the sport, great for the state of Iowa. And Mcginness maintains the top position. He now has got riding time, minute 3 and building, and he leads 3-2.
All Abe needed was an escape to tie, and he could not do it in the whole minute 15 that he had.
And Gable there yelling encouragement to Mcginness.
Edging Abe 8-7 on December 2nd.
See if Abe can capitalize here. He's got Mcginness's ankle up in the air. He can keep the weight back, maybe scoot off his hip and either escape or get a reversal point. And it's a stalemate. Neither wrestler could improve. They'll start over again. It was a good opportunity for Abe, and he wasn't able to capitalize.
27 seconds left in the period.
Penn State, very good program in the East, one of the dominant programs. Has done well at the NCAA championships, but hasn't won it, even though they've had some great teams.
10 seconds.
Time ticking down in the first period.
At the stalemate once again, says referee Brian Manzi. He's assisted by Jim Ramirez. Manzi from Southington.
Abe can scoot his hips out and away and try to turn into Mcginness there. He has a chance. Mcginness working a half Nelson. Great riding by Jeff Mcginness.
And after the first period, Mcginness leads 3-2. The toss won by Mcginness, and he chose to go down.
He's going to look to escape, pad that lead to 4-2, and again take on Abe on his feet. I'm sure Sanshiro Abe will let him go, as he just did.
So now Abe will need a takedown to tie, or Mcginness, if he does, will build up a nice lead.
And in case you're wondering why he let him go, that's exactly why. He's very quick, very good at shooting in on the legs of his opponent, and he'd rather be on his feet. That's where he's most dominant and most comfortable. And he's got Mcginness close to his back. Oh, a beautiful job of countering by Jeff Mcginness. He neutralized Sanshiro Abe's shot beautifully.
Mcginness was tested in the quarters. Bolton 3-zip was all. Hinson in the semis, the young man from Iowa State, it was only 3-2 and close the whole way. Abe cruised in the quarters 11-3, 9-3 in the semis, and now he's faced some tough stuff. Again, we mentioned that Mcginness and Abe have wrestled a couple of times. Here's Mcginness's thoughts on beating Abe.
It was a lot closer than the score seemed. I handled him the whole match. Like he was in on me in a really close, hard-fought match. I think I ended up winning like 5-1. Or I think it was 5-1, and I almost had to take down right to him as well. But it was a real close, hard-fought match.
Letting his actions speak right now. 45 seconds left to go in the second period. Still 4-2. The #1 seed over the #2 seed. Mcginness in control.
And really, this match is really mirroring exactly what Jeff Mcginness said. Abe was in on him all the time. It was a lot closer than the score indicates. Abe's had his opportunities, and his very first shot he was able to finish. But since then, Jeff Mcginness has countered all of his great leg shots.
Even when he got to the leg, he couldn't do anything with it. Mcginness is so strong.
And I tend to believe that as the match wears on, the Iowa wrestlers are known. Gable really pushes them hard to be in great shape and continue attacking even when fatigued. And I think Sanshiro Abe here is going to face not only Mcginness here, but 15,000 people in these last 2 minutes.
And Dan Gable, too. If you'll get a look at him, he's into every movement that each of his wrestlers make. Here's the start of the third period.
And Abe chooses the up position. He didn't bother to try to go down and have Mcginness ride him at all. He wanted to start right on his feet and hopefully get a takedown here, get himself back into the match.
Does that surprise you? He would have gotten a point and then a takedown gives you the win.
His big strength is on his feet. He needs to score a takedown here, gets the score to 4-4, and then he needs to let him go or try to ride him out in a race riding time, which is going to be very difficult to do. He needs a takedown here in the next 40 seconds to be able to accomplish that, and I'm sure that's on his mind. There is quite a bit of strategy involved when you include riding time in a wrestling match.
For the win at 180.
Whatever happens for Abe the Jr., it's been a great ride. He was a walk-on when he got to Penn State in 1992. He came from Japan. His folks still live in Japan, in Tokyo.
There's Abe, and again, he's got the leg tight. He might get that takedown. There it is. Beautiful shot by Sanshiro Abe of Penn State.
And we're all tied up at 4-all.
He'll let him go right away. Here he goes. The winner of this takedown. Actually, Sanshiro Abe needs a takedown just to tie it because Mcginness has that riding time.
51 seconds left in the period. It's 5-4 because Mcginness got the point on the escape. And as Jeff mentioned, the riding time, 1:44 in favor of Mcginness, so it's technically 6-4.
And Abe trying to come back, hits that high crotch, single with the head on the outside, and dumps Mcginness right to his backside, scoring the 2 points. Hawkeye crowd cheering Mcginness on, really cheering, supporting him, but it's Abe right now who is carrying the attack.
.30 seconds.
He can't erase the riding time. He needs this takedown just to score or to tie.
Mcginness does a good job of tying him up.
And that's all he wants to do is hang on, not let him move. He's been warned for stalling now for hanging on. Abe again trying to go under him.
Abe needs the takedown to tie. 5 seconds. That's all that remains.
Oh, he almost got it. But that's going to be it. Mcginness will win.
Gable loves it, and so does the crowd. What a year for Jeff Mcginness. Only 19 years old. He ends up 30-0 and a national champion at 126 pounds.
And the match unfolded just like Sanshiro Abe and Jeff Mcginness said. Mcginness felt that Abe could get in on him, but he was able to counter those shots, get a couple of his own, and hang on to be able to pull out that 126-pound victory.
We take a quick timeout. When we come back, you meet the sophomore from Iowa, undefeated national champion, Jeff Mcginness.